This field, the final resting place of the 33 passengers and 7 crew members of Flight 93, has become the site of a pilgrimage. Hundreds come here every day. They take photographs, they contemplate, and they teach their children about heroism and sacrifice. Their names will be inscribed on this white marble wall, and it shows the flight path directly
to the rock where the plane went in the ground.
A place marked by a sandstone boulder.
That plane did not go any farther. It did not go to Washington, D.C. So that's why people want to come and they want to see that spot.
National Park Service Superintendent Keith Newland took us along the path that borders this sacred ground.
This whole area is covered with human remains and parts of the plane.
To this day?
To this day. We still find plane parts.
Al-Qaeda hijackers crashed Flight 93 during a struggle for control of the plane. Passengers and crew had stormed the cockpit after learning about the 9/11 attacks from phone calls to loved ones on the ground.
What they did in 30 minutes is amazing.
Ken Nackey's big brother, Louis Joey Nackey, was one of those passengers.
They were able to gain information, formulate a plan, voted on a plan, and acted that plan, put it in motion, and prevented a greater tragedy, all in 30 minutes.
Joey Nackey had a wife and 2 sons. A 42-year-old toy company executive, he was on a business trip to California.
Family was their motivation for them to do what they did, because all they wanted to do was go home and have dinner with their family.
For 10 years, Americans have journeyed to Shanksville, 80 miles from the nearest major airport in Pittsburgh. Many leave flags and other tokens of respect. A United Airlines pilot left a cap. A Vietnam veteran, his Purple Heart. U.S. troops brought back a brick from a Taliban compound in Afghanistan.
So that's going to have their names on it down there? Mm-hmm.
Pamela DiMarino, who grew up in nearby Johnstown and now lives in Texas, brought her daughter, Taylor, and son, Tyler, to teach them the lessons of Flight 93. What did you tell your children?
All those poor people that died that day, but they died for us, and they saved a lot of lives.
When you think about the people who were on that plane, what does it make you think or feel?
Just, how heroic that would be, just to know that you're about to give your life just to save others. I mean, it's tough to do. I don't think a lot of people could do it, but they did.
You just get a lump in your throat. I can't imagine making a phone call to my kids and telling them goodbye. It's hard.
The Flight 93 Memorial will eventually cover 2,200 acres here, a space twice as large as Manhattan's Central Park. The final piece will be a 93-foot tower with 40 wind chimes, one for each passenger and crew member.
I think what Flight 93 really shows people is that we as individuals can make a difference.
A difference that, with the help of this memorial, will never be forgotten. Chip Reid, CBS News, Shanksville, Pennsylvania.